internet made me buy these products. I've got Kimchi, Vieve, I've got Revolution Pro, Kosas, Kulfi, Maybelline, Violette FR, Sheglam. I've done my skin prep. I'm going to add some of the Sheglam slimy primer that the internet made me buy. I have used this before. It's not a first impression. I'll just let this dry for a minute. I don't know why they call it Hydroslime. It does feel slimy. When it's on your skin, actually, it's actually rather nourishing, so that's quite good. I've quickly done my eyebrows. We've just put on some Rare Beauty brow gel. I'm going to try these Revolution Pro eye sticks. Nobody talks about these, so there's a... Oh, that's a good start. Look, hang on. Oops, that's not great, is it? So there's an eyeshadow stick on one end, which comes out of the holder, and then on this end there's a liquid. All right, that's nice. So that's the crayon, that's the cream. Okay, this one is a bit healthier. That one is the cream. And then that is the liquid. Can't decide which one I like best. I think I might try this one actually. It's Revolution Pro Glam Eyes. I can't see the colour on either of them. Bit dry. I saw somebody on TikTok, I think, using this. So this probably needs to be warmed up a little bit before you put it on your eye. So I'm hoping this is going to be the easiest thing in the world. And just to add a bit of dimension, and I'm actually going to put some of the darker brown on the outside. Then I'm going to use the liquid. It's quite a clever packaging actually. And just on the centre of the eye, I'm going to add some of this shimmer. How does that look? Revolution Pro is very hit and miss. I've got one of their eyeshadow palettes which I absolutely love, the smoky, I think it's called the Smoky Icon, which I really like. But there's a couple of their lipsticks that I've tried that I don't like at all. This is actually quite a hit, and I'm going to add a little bit on the lower lash line. This is the Kulfi Underlined Kajal eyeliner in Rain Check, and I'm going to use it as, can you tell I'm not trying very hard today? I'm going to, oops, it just fell off. Okay, that's worth noting. I mean, it does go on very creamy, it's very easy to put on. I'm sad that that bit of it broke off. What do you think? I think it's a mess. Right, Charlotte Tilbury foundation stick. Very glowy. I really need to blend this in. I have used this before, and I had to slightly calm it down with some powder. I got this Rare Beauty blush in Joy, just because everyone talks about it, so here I am talking about it too. I'm not sure if it's as pigmented as all the other. Oh, it is. I always do this. I'm going to have to take that off, actually. I don't know why I did that. That's user error, that. It's not Rare Beauty's fault. I have a lot of the Rare Beauty blushes and they are very pigmented, and I should have been a little bit more careful. So it's not Selena's fault. There we go. This is the Vieve highlighter in Ballerina that I've been dying to try for quite a long time. There's a new larger Space NK that's opened in central London. The previous store in central London was about the size of a postage stamp, if you remember postage stamps. But there's a new one that's opened, which I don't know if that coincides with Ulta having bought Space NK. Stocks some of that wonderful stuff that you guys get at Ulta in the US, but up until now we haven't been able to get in the UK. Kosas Soul Gazer. Everybody's talking about this mascara. Am I going to like it? That's the brush, which I'm never that happy about, these kind of brushes actually. I always find them a bit odd to manoeuvre with. I'm never sure whether to aim with the fat bit or the thin bit in the middle. Not sure this is doing very much. Well, I've spent a good 5 minutes trying to layer this up and it hasn't actually worked. Not sure about that. I mean, I've got very, very thin eyelashes, very, very fine. I also picked up this Kulfi Badi Gal, I think it's called. So I'm going to try cocktailing. That's the brush for this one. So let's see whether adding, shouldn't really have to cocktail, but let's see whether adding a little bit of this makes a difference. Does that work? I don't really like the Kulfi mascara, and I don't like the Kosas Soul Gazer. It doesn't actually feel like any soul is being gazing. Just going to soften this. I'm looking a little bit 2016. Just going to soften this eyeliner slightly. I do like it. It's a beautiful colour, quite jewel-like. There, that's a bit better. Shine is real, people. I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer down. Maybelline anti-aging eraser. On the final pat over everything with my sponge before I go hell for leather powder wise. This is the Kimchi Chic Set and Baking Powder. It's got a great big fat pad, which I have used, but I'm not going to use it today. I'm actually going to just see if I can calm down the shine. There's a little bit of glow there from the Charlotte Tilbury, still there, and also from the Vieve. Before I go any further, because I've got to put lipstick on, I'm going to put on some of the MAC Prep and Prime on my lips. I think I need a bit more colour, so I'm going to add a little bit of this Maybelline matte blush in Spicy Red. Now, I have used this before. This is just another try out, and I'm going to just be very careful because it is very, very pigmented. So that's it on my hand with just 2 dots. And then if you're very careful and just tap it into your cheek. Look at that, that's really, really nice. I really like this colour. It does look quite scary, but if you're careful, it's all right. Now, the internet didn't make me buy that. I found that by accident, actually, but I do love what this turns into on your cheeks. Isn't that pretty? This is is the Lip Nectar by Violette FR. I'm going to keep it kind of calm on my lips, but I do need a lip liner. Just use any neutral, you know the score. It could be Makeup Forever, Anywhere Caffeine. It's not dark enough. There. Look at that, it's nice, isn't it? So this has been all over the internet for quite some time, and actually there's a shop open in London where you can get Violette FR. It's called Oh My Cream. Strange name, but it's right in central London, and it does actually stock Violette FR, so you can actually go in and try things. That's it, that's my look. Kulfi and Kosas mascara, don't waste your money. The 2 Revolution Pro, they're called Glam eyes. I mean, they're okay. And actually, you know, to be fair, they're just not very pleasant to put on because crayon drags your eyes, which is a bit annoying, but they're not bad. And they were, I can't even remember how much they were, but they weren't very much. So they're quite good. The Sheglam, brilliant. Hydroslime or not, that's very, very good. Kulfi eye pencil, which is a twist up, apart from the fact that I lost that much of it because it just fell off. It's a lovely colour, goes on, glides on and blends very, very easily. So yeah, that's the makeup the internet made me buy. I've actually got some new makeup on its way. Very excited about that. So do like and subscribe if you want to see more. Put the notification bell on so that you don't miss anything, and I'll see you soon. Quick wear test. The eye makeup has sort of held up. The Kulfi eyeliner has sort of mushed itself into my eyes, which I actually don't mind. I think it looks rather natural and sort of lived in, so that's okay. My lower lash line's a bit dodged, but again, don't really mind it really. The lipstick stayed where it should do, thanks to MAC. So yeah, I think actually this has been quite a good experiment. Thank you, internet, for making me buy this stuff.